Am I the asshole for trying to upstage my sister at her wedding? Okay, so despite having some spats recently, I, 26F, was recently invited to attend my sister, 31F's wedding. Now, I'm not part of the bridal party or anything, I just honestly don't think I'd want to be, but I'm fine with going as a guest. The rules my sister laid out were that I can't be wearing white and it was to be a formal type of dress, which I didn't mind and agreed to the rules. I had the perfect dress in mind, which was one that I wore to a friend's wedding about a year ago, while I still held on to it. For information, the dress is a floor-length silverish dress with like a leaf-like design and not too flashy or anything, so I decided it was better than spending more euro on a new dress. I opted to wear it. So, jumping to the day of the wedding, I show up in my dress with my boyfriend. Everything seems fine up until the reception afterwards, where my sister acted somewhat cold to me after I came up to congratulate her and her husband. My sister tells me that she doesn't approve of my dress and that it would be best if I just left. I asked her what was wrong with it, as it fit both requirements she had set for the dresses worn. She told me that I looked as if I was attempting to upstage her at our own wedding with my dress of choice. Not wanting to cause a scene, my boyfriend and I opted to not argue and just leave. On the way out, my parents asked where we were going, and I told them the situation. They seemed conflicted, with my sister agreeing that it looked like with my mother agreeing that it looked like it was trying to be a little flashy and showy at the wedding, where my father agreed that it wasn't too fancy of a dress and that my sister just seemed jealous. But now I'm wondering if I'm the asshole in this situation and needed to apologize to my sister for it. Since everyone assumes that I'm from a Western family, my father is Turkish and my mother is Belgian. This was a traditional Turkish wedding where the brides wore reds and limited whites and golds. Traditionally in Turkish weddings, you wear formal clothing. Everyone else was wearing floor-length dresses and men were in tuxedos. So, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for saying I won't coddle my infertile sister anymore? My sister, Julie, has tried to have a baby for the past 5 years. She had a miscarriage 2 years ago, and outside of that has been unable to get pregnant. My heart hurts for her. However, one thing I don't agree with is how my family has handled it. We're not allowed to talk about pregnancies or babies around Julie. Any kids younger than 3 can't come to family events that she's attended. She won't attend baby showers, baptisms, etc. The last one I understand, but the rest feels overkill. I got pregnant last year. I told Julie first and she reiterated her boundaries. I said I understood. The first hurdle came with my baby shower. My mother-in-law was throwing it. I didn't expect Julie to come. Then my mom told me I shouldn't have one, period, out of respect. I said that was ridiculous. She didn't have to come, so what did it matter? Only 3 people from my side of the family came to the shower. When my son was born, I posted a birth announcement on Facebook. My parents lectured me for this and said it was going to hurt Julie. I said she could just block me or mute me. They said I should make the effort. Julie echoed that if I cared, I'd stop. I ended up blocking her just to save drama. My aunt's 70th birthday party is next week. My husband and I plan to go, bringing our son with us. Julie called and asked if we were going. She then asked me to get a sitter for our son. I said no. She doesn't want to miss the party. My aunt is one of the few people who agree that Julie's boundaries aren't fair and wants my son there. She doesn't get to see him often. Julie got upset and started crying, saying that I was unfair. I finally snapped and asked what would happen when she got pregnant. Would we all be expected to shower her with love and attention she's refused to give other people's kids? Will her baby be allowed to attend events? She said that was different. I said no, I'm not coddling her anymore. My son exists, he's family, and he's coming. She can decide if she wants to or not. My parents yelled at me for being mean to Julie. They offered to pay for a sitter, but I said no. It's not even her house. Am I the asshole? I just gotta say, I hate in stories like these when somebody has had an abortion, or not an abortion, but a miscarriage or something, and then goes and tries to tell other people how to live their lives. I hate that. So definitely not the asshole here. It's just no, like you can't just go on like not living your life because somebody else is going to be devastated by it. It's obviously this happened like at least a year before. And if she's still not over it, like come on, bro. Like move on and stop trying to tell other people what to do. It's not cool. No one feels bad for you. Just like chill out, bro. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she should have thought before having kids if she wanted more freedom? My friend Isla, 26F, and I, 26F, have known each other since middle school. We applied to the same college and got in. However, Isla got pregnant after a few months and decided to drop out. She had 3 more accidental pregnancies and is now a stay-at-home mother of 4. I told her the other day that I'm going traveling to Europe, and if all goes well, I'll be moving there. She got really annoyed with me and told me that it must be nice to have all this freedom and no responsibilities. Like, hello, I work, I'm doing my PhD, it's not like I'm just sitting on my ass. But she thinks I do because I don't have kids. This isn't the first time she took jabs at me for that, but because this is the first time she was this rude, I told her that if she wanted to be free and go off whenever and wherever she wanted, she should have used protection and thought before having kids. Our conversation was at my house and her kids weren't there. She got really mad and left, slamming the door on her way out. She hasn't replied to my messages, but she started telling everyone that I was an awful person. Am I the asshole for snapping at her? Am I the asshole for not wanting my disabled sister to share a bed with me? I, 16F, have a sister, 15F, with Down syndrome and autism. She cannot care for herself and is completely dependent on us. The doctors say her mental age is probably that of a 2-year-old for context. I have my own room, and my sister also has her own room and her own bed. However, my mom keeps making excuses as to why my sister needs to stay in my room. She says she needs to clean my sister's mattress again before she sleeps on it because there's a possibility that there could be dust on it since it was moved around quite a bit. It was cleaned about 6 months ago and nobody has slept on it since. To me, the mattress is pretty clean, it doesn't smell like anything, and is completely white. My sister has been staying in my room for about 4 months now. God. My sister sleeps on an air mattress on my floor that is constantly broken, and my mom never buys a new one. They usually break within the same day we get a new one. This means my sister is basically sleeping on the floor for the past few months, which I can understand can be painful. This has caused her to try to sleep in my bed instead. The problem is our mom never cleans my sister and never makes her take baths or showers. She probably bathes once or twice a month, and my sister changes her own diapers. Obviously, she is not very good at changing her own diapers and doesn't really know how to wipe and properly clean herself. This causes her to frequently get poop everywhere she sits, including all over her clothes. I have recently started to notice that my bed smells like poop, which sucks for me because our mom won't let us use the washing machine because it's been broken for the last 5 months and is always making excuses as to why she can't take her clothes to wash. So I have no way of fixing this and no spare sheets. The problem is that every time I complain about this to my mom, she starts screaming at me and saying she's going through a lot right now and that she's busy and tired and doesn't have time to fix it. That it really shouldn't bother me that she's in my bed because there's a room for the both of us, and that I'm just making things difficult for no reason. My siblings, my brother and my disabled sister, are always on her side and start yelling at me for stressing her out. Also, my mom or my brother doesn't have beds. My brother, 27M, sleeps on the floor. On my mom, 61F, sleeps on a chair in the kitchen, if that helps. Am I the asshole? First of all, I will say, you're not the asshole here, but it sounds like a horrible situation for everyone involved. Like, your brother sleeps on the floor, your sister's disabled with a mental state of a 2-year-old changing her own diapers that she's in, and her mom doesn't clean her. It sounds like your mom is really overworked. Like, do you even have a job? Are you helping? What is your brother and people doing? Like, like, you guys are not equipped to be taking care of an obviously very disabled person who needs constant help. But I wouldn't say you're the asshole. This is a bit of a longer video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to make beautiful art with your face. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Please let me know some stuff that you guys want to see. I have something planned, but I'm waiting for some stuff to come in so I can try some makeup looks with this specific palette and stuff that I'm getting. But it's under pre-order right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye.